So Animal Crossing New Horizons is a game that's coming out March of 2020. Obviously, that's not 2019, and while I'm personally fine with the delay and I'm glad that they're taking the time making this game the best that it can be, we do have quite a bit of time until we finally get to play this game on our own Switch, and at least a bit of time until a direct or whenever we get our next footage. So I figured now's as good a time as any to make a wish list of things that I want to see in Animal Crossing New Horizons. Now, quickly explaining this because some people don't understand it for some reason, a wish list doesn't mean I think these things will be in a game. That would mean it's a prediction. These are not predictions. This is just my wish list of things I would like in the game. Also, there's a reason I'm not a game developer. Chances are, at least one or two of these would royally screw something else up I have no idea about, so it's more of just the concept. With that out of the way, here are 5 things that I really would love to see in Animal Crossing New Horizons. Starting off with number 1, this is by far the biggest request I have, so I'll spend the most time on it, but that's because I think this could be game-changing and be really exciting. So, what if you could have multiple islands? Now hear me out. I know that the main island mechanic is what Animal Crossing New Horizons seems to be based off of from the gameplay and one trailer that we got. But, I mean, the island itself does seem relatively small. It looks to be even smaller than the New Leaf Town, which is kind of annoying considering this is obviously the Switch. It's way more powerful than the 3DS. It should be a bit bigger. And even if the New Horizons island is actually bigger than the New Leaf Town, regardless, I just want something even bigger. On top of that, I would love to get different biomes in a sense. We have our typical island that changes seasons and whatnot, but what if there was an island that had a jungle theme and the trees were super thick and there were a lot of vines everywhere? Or maybe there was a mountain island and there are different mountains on top of your island. I don't know, I think that would be so nice. On top of that, it would allow you to have sort of multiple villages in a sense, because in Animal Crossing New Horizons, I think they confirmed this, but you can only have one village per Switch. So while obviously if you share your Switch with someone, this wouldn't solve that problem, it would be really nice to be able to be like, okay, so this is the village I'm going to put all my I don't know, this furniture in, and then this is the village where I'm going to make it super futuristic, and then here I'm going to make this, I don't know, whatever you want. It would be super cool to sort of have that divide between different islands if you could, move into a second island after you get enough money. So yeah, that was by far the biggest thing. Once again, don't think that that'll happen just because that basically doubles the amount of game there is. However, it does not double the amount of development time. In fact, adding in another island wouldn't be super difficult because you already have obviously the engine and all the stuff you have to place down. You just have to develop the island itself and fix any bugs. Obviously, that would be difficult, but it's not impossible, and it would be something I'd really like to see. Okay, so moving on, next thing I want to talk about is OK Motors. I want OK Motors to make a return so freaking bad. So for anyone who doesn't know what OK Motors is, it was an Animal Crossing Pocket Camp exclusive location where you could basically customize your RV or your camper by either expanding how much space is on the interior or giving it a different paint job or whatnot. This business was operated by Giovanni and his employees Beppe and Carlo, and I love these guys so much. Everything about the OK Motors location in Pocket Camp, even though it's a small little side area, is, I don't know, I spend all my free time here just because I like it so much. Even though they're only present in the mobile iteration of Animal Crossing, Giovanni, Beppe, and Carlo seriously embody what Animal Crossing means to me, which is kind of just lighthearted fun. The villagers are nice and funny, and they have fun little quips, and I don't know, I just love this location. Hell, even the music is ridiculously catchy. It's probably my favorite song in Pocket Camp, and I'm just gonna play it for the rest of this video because no one can stop me. So obviously you probably don't have an RV in Animal Crossing New Horizons. However, you probably do have a plane or a boat or some form of transportation. Maybe OK Motors can get sort of an upgrade. I don't know, I think that would be awesome. Wouldn't be the first time we see a villager get an upgrade in the Animal Crossing series. I mean, they've even confirmed Mr. Rossetti is changing his role in the game since Animal Crossing New Horizons incorporates an autosave mechanic, so it wouldn't be impossible. I just want to see OK Motors make a return somehow in Animal Crossing New Horizons, because to have these three little guys never be in an actual Animal Crossing, like, mainline game is ridiculous. They're just too perfect. Alright, so the third thing that I want to see in Animal Crossing New Horizons is an even bigger museum. The museum is an absolutely incredible part of Animal Crossing New Leaf, and it really just added in basically a game within a game. Obviously, you have to take care of your village and whatnot, and you make your own house and do public works project and all the normal Animal Crossing New Leaf stuff. But then on top of that, you've got this entire collecting thing where there's so many different bugs, fish you need to collect. It's just, I don't know, it's so fun. Expanding upon this with an even bigger museum would be amazing. Now, unfortunately, there is no museum on your island. However, I do have a theory that there is like a, quote, main island, and that's where all the shops are and stuff, and the museum could very easily be located there. On top of that, I don't want the museum to just be returning. I want there to be so much new stuff for it. Just as a quick example, what if with your new Nook Phone you could take pictures of birds as like a bird watching sort of thing? That would just add another animal alongside the bugs and the fish that you can collect. The museum is a completely optional part of Animal Crossing, but it increases the content in the game tenfold for those who want to enjoy it. And I'm one of those people, so I'd love the museum to get a massive upgrade in Animal Crossing New Horizons. Next up on my list is the Nook Phone Plus. Now this is an interesting one. The Nook Phone is obviously sort of your in-game menu in Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm assuming we've all seen the trailer and the treehouse and know what it is, but just as a quick rundown, it's how you access a lot of the in-game menus that you need to access in Animal Crossing New Horizons. You get a little Tom Nook phone, and you can just pull up those menus. Now, the Nook Phone Plus wouldn't actually be something in Animal Crossing New Horizons. It would be in the Nintendo Switch Online smartphone app. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and Splatoon 2 have each gotten their Nintendo Switch Online mobile app services up and running, and they're both really unique. Animal Crossing New Horizons Nook Phone Plus would be a great way to take that Animal Crossing New Horizons experience with you, even when you don't have your Switch. For example, you should be able to buy stuff at various shops like retail and whatnot, because that would be awesome. You could just buy it and maybe they'd ship it to your island. On top of that, you could do all the things that people do with their phones, such as text their friends, like maybe have these little dialogue tree conversations with villagers. Hell, I know this is probably reaching too far, but it would be the cutest darn thing if you could call your villagers and hear the little villagers speak on your phone, and I don't know, I just think that would be so cool. All I'm trying to say is that in Animal Crossing New Horizons, there's a brand new phone mechanic that hasn't really been in any other Animal Crossing to my knowledge, and it's on the same console where they're heavily emphasizing mobile apps that go along as companions with games. So it would be really, really cool, and I actually do think this one's probably going to happen. The last addition I want in Animal Crossing New Horizons is a more in-depth multiplayer system. Now, we already know that you will be able to have 8 players in an island instead of New Leaf's 4. However, the problem is, it doesn't really seem like you'll be able to do anything extra crazy. We obviously know that you'll be able to just walk around on the island and give your friends a tour and whatnot. On top of that, they will be able to interact with furniture, because we did see someone like lying down on a chair in the reveal trailer, so that's all fine and good. However, they won't be able to like pitch up a tent or really leave any lasting mark, which is kind of unfortunate, because it would be awesome to be able to have kind of like a vacation home on your friend's island. I think that would be sick. Like, maybe you have obviously your main mansion or whatever you want to build on your own island, but maybe you could build a little shack on your friend's island just to keep, I don't know, the bare necessities or whatever you want to have over there. However, that's not going to be happening, as what they said in the treehouse, so that leaves room for some pretty unique online functionalities, because I doubt they'd expand the player cap to 8 without really adding in anything new. I'd love to see some mini games, maybe even something similar to the Nintendo Land Animal Crossing minigame, that Sweet Day thing. I'll put up a screenshot of it right now. If you've never heard of it, you probably haven't heard of it unless you played Nintendo Land, but it was a pretty unique little thing. Just like little mini games like that would be really fun to play, especially with 8 players. The main part of this prediction though is, I know this is kind of weird, but I would love to have a casino in Animal Crossing New Horizons. I know that sounds weird, and we don't need a full-blown casino, maybe just something like a card table you can buy and then you can play, I don't know, poker, or go fish, or war with other like players at your island. I just think that would be so cool, especially if you could put up things like either bet bells, or hell, maybe even like various items or furnitures or materials or whatnot. I think that would be a really unique and another fun way to play this game with your friends. I don't know. I just think I've always wanted to be able to do something like that in an Animal Crossing game. I just think it's kind of really unique. Being able to build a casino, or at least go to a pre-built casino, or hell, as I said, maybe just like some of the furniture stuff you place down has like mini games that you can play with them. I don't know. I just think that would be really unique, and it would make Animal Crossing feel more like an MMO than ever, which would be really cool. Obviously, it caps out at 8 people, so it's not a massively multiplayer game, but just having 8 people able to do whatever they want, maybe interact with different items, and hell, will have like mini games on your island. I don't know, I just think that's a really enticing future, and I hope that's the direction they take the multiplayer in Animal Crossing New Horizons. Anyway, that is my wish list of 5 things I want to see in Animal Crossing New Horizons. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and don't worry, because I will have a lot more Animal Crossing coverage and just overall Nintendo coverage on this channel within the coming months. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for watching. Like the video if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you're new. I'm Thomas from the Switch Stop, signing off. Peace.